Hello, everyone. Donna Whittington here from Peace, Love, and Bliss Coaching. So, today I want to talk about sacred sex. And first of all, when you think about sex, you probably don't think of it in a sacred type of a way. So, I want to perhaps plant some seeds, open you up a little bit more about sex in a different way. So, sexuality is something that, we all have our sexuality, whatever that looks like, whoever you engage with, whether if that's the same sex or the opposite sex, doesn't matter. What matters is how you are engaging. Okay? And even if you are solo, if you're flying solo and it's just you and you don't have a partner, that's okay. With sacred sexuality, what we want to do is think of sex in such a different way. It's not dirty, it's not ugly. We're going to take all of that out of it and we're going to bring in the beauty, the love, the amazement, the it's wonderful, all of these different things, all these different attitudes that we need to bring into sex, whether we're with our partners or alone, because that's the important piece. If you are with your partner and your partner wants to do something totally different than what you want to do, the thing about sacred sexuality, it is taking away all of the negativity. Sex has never been a negative thing. Now, we have made it negative, and we want to take the negativity out of sex. Sex is something that is consensual, and it is between adults. So, I'm going to speak to you as if you are a consenting adult, and you being an adult, you can handle such topics like this, because we'll be talking about more a little bit later on in this challenge. So, but going back to sacred sexuality and sacred sex, bringing into the beauty, again, whether you're solo or with your partner, sex is a beautiful thing. It is a wonderful release. It is beautiful. So I want you to think about sex, whether if it's been a minute since you've had sex or if you've had sex this morning. So for those of you who it's just been a while since you've had sex, then what I want you to do is to go back and feel into it. Feel into it. Was it a beautiful experience? Was it an ugly experience? Okay, so reflect back onto that. If it was a ugly experience, painful experience, the experience that you don't want to have ever again, understand what makes that so. What makes it that you don't want to have that type of experience? Because when you know what you don't want, you know how to combat against those types of things. And then the other thing is, for those of you who haven't had sex in a while, how about masturbating? Masturbating, it's still not an ugly thing. We're going to take all of the ugliness out of masturbation, out of sex. Sex is the most wonderful thing that you can share with someone else. And again, we're talking about consensual sex. So it's something wonderful that you can share. And if you're alone, it's still something wonderful that you can share for yourself. Take care of yourself. Now, for those of you with your partner, going back to if your partner wants to do something totally different than what you want to do, this is where your communication comes in. You need to talk about it. Talk about what what it is for you that makes you unsure or uneasy about the experience. Talk to your partner. Explain to him or her about your uneasiness, and so that you two can connect and work that out. You know, in sex, we have to be able to talk to our partners. We got to be able to communicate about what we like, what we don't like, what we don't want, what we want. So keep those things in mind and work through that with your partner, because sex is such a wonderful, beautiful thing. So many incredible health benefits from sex. For those of you who are without a partner, this is where you need to love on yourself. Love on yourself. Be kind, be gentle. Enjoy feeling your own body. Take your hands, rub it on your skin, rub it on your face. Pleasure yourself. Give yourself permission to be able to touch yourself and not feel any negativity. Okay? So, the sacredness that we're bringing into this is allowing ourselves to experience for our own self what makes us feel good. Taking the negativity out of sex, that will bring in the space for the sacredness of sex. Sex is a wonderful tool. It is an energy. When you climax, that is an energy that you can give to others, you can give to yourself. So I want you to sit with that. And if you haven't masturbated in a while, then that's something you can do alone or even with your partner. And it's a great way to release some tension, especially if you're by yourself. It's a great way. Feels good. You will feel better afterwards. If there's any guilt that you feel from masturbating, then before you do that, you need to have a conversation with yourself about what makes that a bad thing in your mind. If it's from old programming that you've had with your parents or from way back when, it's time to stop running those programs. Let's think of ourselves as consenting adults with educated minds. So if you are still having issues around masturbation, then it's something that you've got to work on. You don't have to. I take back my words and swallow them. You don't have to work on it. However, the thing about pushing through and getting to the next level, you got to work on stuff. That's how we move forward. So the faster you can acknowledge what the issue is, the quicker you can get to working on it. Now, going back to masturbation, start masturbating. And even if you are in a relationship, you can masturbate by yourself. You can pleasure yourself. Pleasuring, it feels good. So when you're feeling good, think about this. When you're feeling good, you show it in so many ways. So make yourself feel good. Allow yourself to feel good. Allow your partner to feel good. If you are having issues about your partner masturbating, time to do some work. Time to do some work on yourself. Go within and ask yourself, what is it that bothers you about them masturbating? Is it because is it a secretive thing that they feel like they have to hide? Again, this is a room for the communication to come in. If your partner feels uncomfortable about masturbating, then you need to open up the conversation and talk about it. You know, during this challenge, we've talked about being vulnerable. You gotta open up to be vulnerable. Stripped down naked, so that you can be free to talk about anything. Talk to your partner, get naked and say, "Hey, we're going to work this out." Take these moments to feel into yourself. Whether you're with your partner or whether you're by yourself, take these moments to nurture yourself. And you can nurture yourself from the inside out. Best way to nurture ourselves from the inside out, we take care of ourselves first so we can take care of others. And I'm going to challenge you to masturbate. Male or female, I'm going to challenge you to masturbate. Do what feels good for you. And if you're in a relationship, do what feels good for you first. You first. And then do what feels good for your partner. Then you guys can trade off. All right, I'm Donna Whittington from Peace, Love, and Bliss Coaching. You can find me in Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram. I have an Instagram page. It is Peace, Love, and Bliss. My Facebook page is Love Connections. You can email me there. Follow me on Facebook. You can also follow my Twitter. It's just Donna, S as in Sam, W. Donna SW is my Twitter name. So you can follow me there. Send me emails. I have an email account, peaceloveandblisscoaching@gmail.com. I look forward to your feedback, and let's talk about it. And if you need to talk one-on-one, send me an email. I'm happy to respond to you. So again, Donna Whittington of Peace, Love, and Bliss Coaching. I want to remind you to have a fabulous day. Think about masturbating.